or Amazon. They are shifting their TV and their movie strategy to try to get the next big thing. So the headline at the end of last year was Amazon is trying to get the next Game of Thrones, and they did that by basically acquiring the original Game of Thrones.
Yep.
By getting Lord of the Rings to make a TV series. Now they're moving away from indie movies, which what I saw from most of the articles I read is $5 million or less for a budget, and they're trying to acquire movies that have a $50 million budget or more.
Right.
They're trying to get the next big blockbuster and not as many small movies. I don't know how I feel about this move. I want to hear your take first, because I don't know if I am on board with this.
Yeah, well, they're not really seeking out the blockbuster so much as like that middle movie we always talk about going away, because big movie, 100 million and up, right?
Right, 100 million, right.
Small movie, little movie, 10 and under. So the middle is, obviously there's a huge range there, but around 50 is what they're mentioning. And Manchester by the Sea and The Big Sick, two the most successful indies Amazon has acquired recently, both cost under 10. Obviously they purchased the movie after Sundance, but then the budget itself of the movie wasn't that expensive, so obviously very easy to make it profitable. And then The Lost City of Z is actually kind of in the middle. That costs $30 million. But to target like a Baby Driver-esque range, 50 is actually really interesting, because like I said, that range has been going away, where everything is cheap as shit, like a Blumhouse picture or easy to make money off of, or an event movie that sells itself. So the fact that we have a big player like Amazon Studios actively seeking out that middle ground, I think bodes well for creatives, because there's plenty of people trying to make those projects, but they haven't been doing the best at the box office. I mean, Logan Lucky comes to mind just last August. So I now, they're saying they're not totally abandoning the indie space. It's just they're basically branching out in terms of the movies they buy. So it's tough to really project how much this will change, but I think pie in the sky, this does help the middle movie, which is great for the industry.
Yeah, it's interesting, because I think about a movie like Lost City of Z, and I do want to see those type of movies continuing to be made, and just people given those type of projects. And I think it's been swayed recently, because I feel like we've had a lot of really young and upcoming directors take off really quickly. Like Ryan Coogler comes to mind.
Yep.
And there, not as many directors are going to have that sort of leap where they go from making small budget movies to making huge movies that everybody's, going to see and going to get behind. So having these middle ones is so essential just for creatives to be able to take these steps and work up to these bigger projects. It's just, I almost feel like the way that the movie industry has been going, with everything being either really big or really small, has almost like conditioned me to want to have those sort of films. And I can't even imagine a middle ground that I want to see at this moment. But it's the type of thing where when it comes out and it catches on Amazon and everybody's like, oh, you got to check this out, I'll probably enjoy it.
Right. Yeah, no, again, it'll be interesting to see, how it pans out, but it's, important news.